For decades, people have been fantasizing for a virtual world to be created. A space that is not governed by any person or collective entity that could decide life-changing things on a whim. A place where anybody could be anyone they like, do things they otherwise would not be able to do in real life. In this kind of place, a carpenter could build a mansion for himself. A mailman could finally be stationary, managing his very own restaurant. A nurse could take time off and travel the vast digital world, or create an independent space of her liking for herself. And even fisherfolk can finally discover a new kind of frontier: space. As long as someone has access to a device designed to accommodate virtual reality and augmented reality, then they could immerse themselves in the unlimited possibilities that the virtual world could offer. It is, after all, a place where one could do anything he or she wants to. Currently, the closest thing that we have available that offers a door to such possibilities is the metaverse. And just like our universe, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of separate spaces that make up the entirety of the multiverse. And we at Crypto Addict have made it our mission to show you the best of what the metaverse has to offer. Welcome to our channel, where we show you all the latest, relevant, and any information that has to do or affects the world of cryptocurrencies, all in the comfort of your very own Crypto Addict. Today, we'll be going through the first part of our Decentraland series and discover the roots of one of the greatest virtual world spaces that you can explore today. Before anything else, please remember that this video is not any form of financial advice, but solely our fact-based opinion that is meant to educate and inform you of the latest and most relevant information fresh from the world of cryptocurrencies. We strongly urge you to do your own research before dealing, trading, or buying any cryptocurrencies, because knowledge is your greatest asset. Invest in it first. Before diving into what made Decentraland as prominent as it is today, it's best that we define two of the most used words of this series: Decentraland and the Metaverse. So, what is Decentraland? Decentraland is a virtual space that was made possible by utilizing the Ethereum blockchain technology. It is a space where people could do activities, offer services, and do other transactions that could give them profit in both the virtual and the real world. The users of Decentraland could interact with each other via 3D scenes that they call parcels, which comprise of what users could see inside Decentraland. Every parcel is held by a different Ethereum address and might be bought, traded, or rented through the use of cryptocurrencies. There are unlimited amounts of activities to do inside Decentraland, as users have the freedom to personalize their avatars to their liking, explore the vast virtual space inside Decentraland, and host or attend events that are held inside of it. Now, it has been mentioned a lot in this video, but what is the metaverse? To answer you, simply, a metaverse is an online platform or space that is made up of multiple virtual spaces. It can then be accessed by the means of improved digital and physical realities in the realm of modern technology. Visionaries and experts alike forecast metaverses to become the next step in the internet's evolution, taking the online community by storm and becoming the next best thing to happen to humankind since the invention of bacon. Seriously though, there hasn't been any case in human history where people have the chance to live different lives in a separate virtual space, free from the shackles of the physical world and the governing bodies that rule over it. If you ever engage or are already engaged in virtual worlds, what is something you would want to have to heighten your virtual experience now and in the future? Let us know in the comment section below. Who knows, if your voice gets loud enough, developers will notice and work on one of your amazing ideas. We hope that you grasped the essence of both the Metaverse and Decentraland, as we would start our dive into the whole concept of how Decentraland works, how to earn from it, and how it translates and amalgamates into the variety of people using it. Of course, we will be including all other aspects regarding Decentraland, so you won't lose your way when you finally decide to traverse its vastness. From the name Decentraland, you might have figured that the entire virtual ecosystem that it encompasses is governed not by a separate governing entity or individual, or some shady organization even, but by the collective minds of all its users. That means that your digital assets inside Decentraland won't be under threat from radical policy changes that might affect the value of your assets, sometimes making it worthless altogether. Because of the way Decentraland is structured, there will be no threat of the like ever. It functions as a distinct VR world where people can exchange virtual commodities, trade real estate, play games, and do anything anybody wants with their land as long as the network's capabilities allow it. Just like the physical world that it imitates, it too could be developed and monetized depending on the quality, trends, and other factors that determine real assets as well. The decentralized virtual world is the brainchild of Esteban Ordano and Ariel Malek, which debuted to the cryptoverse back in 2017. The very first version of it was aptly named Stone Age, modeled through the very first evolutionary process of the physical world's start of human development that acted as the catalyst for what is today called humanity's modern age. This stage was conceived before its actual introduction into the realm of crypto and metaverse back in 2015. And though it was an infinite space initially, it was only a 2D environment where ownership in this digital space was marked only by these 2D grids that make up the entirety of the virtual space. Then it evolved into a much better Bronze Age by the end of 2016. And finally, before reaching its current age of evolution, the Iron Age was developed by the developers. And it was during this age of development that they managed to introduce the 3D environment together with a P2P network that everyone now enjoys. Today, by utilizing Ethereum blockchain technology, all the aforementioned capabilities, whether these things are for fun or for profit, were made possible. The entirety of Decentraland is essentially run using things called mana and land. Mana is Decentraland's very own native token, which people use to conduct their daily transactions inside of Decentraland. We'll get to more of that in a quick while. Land, on the other hand, is a token that symbolizes ownership of a parcel, a 16 by 16 meter plot of land that divides the whole digital world of Decentraland. The Decentraland platform is based on the Ethereum network to monitor and manage ownership of land. Inhabitants of Decentraland must store their mana tokens in an Ethereum-based wallet in order to keep the system operational. Basically, all the virtual world's functions are leveraged through the Ethereum blockchain. Before we end the first part of our Decentraland series, it is important to know what the Mana token is. Mana token is the local currency of Decentraland, which lets its users monetize their creations. Mana also helps facilitate the development of everything inside Decentraland, ranging from decentralized apps to games and other services one could think of and create or provide. It, together with land, are basically the life and blood of the entire Decentraland. Now that you have grasped what Decentraland is and its unlimited potential for growth, we will teach you how to use, play, and take advantage of this amazing technology, set to take everyone in it into the future of virtual reality. That's all for today. Make sure to subscribe to Crypto Addict and hit the notification button so you won't miss the next video of our Decentraland series. While waiting for the next one, you can check out all our other videos which will surely be useful for your crypto realm journey. See you!